we work with heavy machinery, mate. Anything can go wrong. It's all designed to eventually wear and tear, and that's why you have to make sure you're on top of it every day. It shouldn't be a once a week thing; it should be a everyday thing.
Restart's very important. Making sure your tyres are correct. They're not bald. They're inflated. Looking at your suspension, your oil, everything, making sure you've got a roadworthy truck.
The pre-start check is something that you cannot do without, whether it's any given day, any run, anywhere you go. That is the most important part, your pre-start check. You can't just, my truck was all right last night, it should be all right this morning. You still have to check everything all over again.
I believe the important section of the pre-start would be all of it, to be honest, because this is our office. We are in here 24/7.
I believe all of it is important. I don't think there is one part that's more important than others. Everything plays its part.
Like any equipment, vehicles wear out, and they're also exposed to environmental factors every day. One of the most efficient ways to identify small problems before they turn into major incidents is by doing pre-start inspections. This supports safe journeys, lower maintenance, and operational benefits. Pre-starts set you up for success on the road. Pre-start checks may seem unnecessary and even irrelevant. This is based on a false sense of safety. We believe that because it was okay yesterday and the day before, it will also be okay today. That's not always true. Some organisations may not consider pre-start inspections as part of a journey, or that it's a contractor's role. But outsourcing a task does not eliminate the responsibility for ensuring a safe working environment. Pre-start checks are one of the best strategies to avoid serious road incidents and major disruptions during the journey. And besides safety benefits, pre-start inspections have financial and operational benefits. Preventative maintenance, by identifying issues whilst they are still minor, prevents higher repair costs in the future and journey disruptions.
The most important thing in the morning is your safety pre-checks, and that goes for every single run that we are required to do here. You just no second thoughts about it. Everything has to be safe before you are allowed to leave the yard. Before you even think about committing to a run or going to deliver one, the safety thing, your prime movers, your tires, anything to do with safety, your trailers and your hookup procedures, everything, like it's so much to do before you can even commit on your run. Yeah. In a safe manner, by the time you are ready to leave, it's good 45 minutes gone before I can go out the gate. That's how long it takes.
You've got to go through everything, like the oil, air tanks and all that, for the braking system and all that. Tyres, there's a lot of drivers that get picked up, with bald tyres. Well, obviously they're not doing their check because they don't go bald overnight.
At the end of your shift, just check it again. Make sure you haven't got a flat tyre at the end of the day so you can get it fixed that afternoon before you start your next shift.
Has there been consequences or things when they've been averted because of a pre-start check, or that have occurred because a pre-start wasn't done properly?
I know that the mechanics once forgot to put the oil cap on the engine, and they found out on the pre-start. So that saved the big issue, putting oil all over the ground as you're driving, damage to the engine. So sometimes mechanics make mistakes. It's everyone checking everything. That's what a pre-start's for.
Here's a few tips for drivers. Protocols are there for a reason. Completing the check every single day helps you stay safe on the road. Resist the urge to rush and tick and flick. It's a routine that sets you up for success. Prepare a standard set of questions you can always ask yourself before starting a new journey. Remember to check the load restraint system as part of your pre-start inspection. It keeps you and other road users safe. And follow a proper guideline or checklist. Make sure that you don't miss anything. Heavy vehicle types are diverse, and so are their uses. The documented pre-start process must cover all appropriate external, mechanical, internal, payload, restraint, and driver well-being checks to ensure a safe journey. Get familiar with the type of vehicle you're driving and get to know its most common faults. This will help you identify unusual or risky situations. And pre-start checks should also include hygiene management to minimise the risk of contracting an illness. Make sure you have what you need to keep your working space safe. And finally, once you arrive at your destination, do a quick post-trip inspection to check the vehicle for any possible damage. And as a manager, what can you do to set your fleet up for success on the road? Have in place a safety management system. It can help you identify the areas where your staff may be facing higher risk and how to reduce it. Have thorough and updated training for the staff. Make it clear and make it well known. Share case studies and experiences from colleagues, peer-to-peer examples, about how pre-start inspections helped identify minor issues before they turned into high-risk situations. Perform random audits. Check how forms are used by drivers to help them avoid complacency and treating it as a rapid tick and flick exercise. Teach by leading and have supervisory staff do the check with drivers periodically. Take advantage of technology. Platforms, live documents, or mobile phone applications offer advantages, such as convenient documentation, immediate notification, and the option of including images. Look for a digital option that fits your organisation's needs. Promote workplace safety culture by explaining the importance of pre-start vehicle inspections. The time invested in doing them is one of the most important parts of the job. And be aware that besides national regulations, some states require additional inspection criteria. Find out about the specific requirements for your location and stay informed of changes and updates. Remind drivers that the checklists are there for a reason, for the safety of all road users, and not following them has consequences both personal and professional, affecting families and communities. It's also a two-way dialogue. Drivers' feedback can help you improve pre-start checklists and forms. Actively ask for their comments on how to improve the process. Due to their constant repetition, pre-start checks may seem unnecessary or even irrelevant, but they set you up for success on the road.